Let's talk about it. Will TikTok be banned this coming Sunday, or will it live to see another day? Before we get into the clips, let me give you my understanding. Do I believe TikTok will be banned? No, I do not believe TikTok will be banned. I will believe they will issue some type of postponement, and ultimately, I do truly believe the app will be alive and well. Let's get into the clips.
I can't wait for all these creators to have to go back and get real jobs. I'm glad they shut TikTok down. I've been seeing these comments on TikTok and on other social media platforms. People obviously don't know how much work it takes to grow on TikTok and be successful on TikTok. Like, just because you clock into your job and your boss tell you exactly what you need to do, don't make you better than somebody who has to literally be creative every single day. They have to come up with ideas. They have to write scripts. They got to know how to film the video. They got to edit the video. To be informational. They got to make it engaging. They got to make it entertaining. And they got to do this every single day, multiple times a day. People are coming up with skits within hours of the news. Within the first hour, actually. I can only speak for myself, but I know anytime I'm going throughout the day, I see something or I think of something, I go straight to my notes and be like, okay, make sure I remember this because this could be a good skit. Or this could be a good talking point. This could be a good topic. And a lot of those people who say that stuff, they are the people that fail to become content creators. They gave up too early. They thought it was going to be easy because they saw somebody else doing it. And then when they tried it, they realized, oh, this shit take a lot of work. I ain't going to worry about it. But then they want to be negative, and then they start hating because they see other people succeeding when they couldn't. And then they talk about, oh, I'm glad they got to get real jobs. Brother, this is a real job. Just because you didn't succeed and you gave up, or you didn't even start, why are you hating on somebody else who put in years and years of work to build up and be able to do whatever they want to do and earn an income from it? Why y'all mad at that?
I think the problem a lot of people have with not just TikTok, but a lot of social media influencers is the way they talk down on 9 to 5 jobs and try to belittle it. You see how he started off the clip just because you have a boss and you got to report to your boss. That's the big problem I believe a lot of people have with these influencers. Not all of them, but some of them have like this arrogance to them, like, I don't have a boss, when really you do. The algorithm is your boss. Um, and that's why you see a lot of people rejoicing because they feel like now you guys are being humbled. You know, you're being very cocky. Um, and you kind of just took a crap on 9 to 5 workers, which I never understood why people crap on people who have 9 to 5s because most people have. That's what most people have. I mean, again, most people are not going to be successful influencers. They're not going to be successful on social media, and they're damn sure not going to make enough money to be able to provide for themselves solely off of content. Again, content creation is a job, especially if you do it day in and day out. Every day you're producing content, uploading content. But I just don't get why some content creators try to crap on people who work 9 to 5s. I just never understood it.
I have to be the only one that's happy that they're about to ban this app. Like, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love TikTok. I do. But they stopped my bag. I have money sitting in my account that I cannot withdraw. This money been sitting in my account and growing since last winter. I reached out to customer service for months and did not get the matter resolved. This started last winter. So me personally, I'm glad they banning this app. Yes, like ban it, ban the app, like get it up out of here. Cause if I can't get a bag, I don't care about nobody getting no bag. Ban this goddamn app. And I know people gonna say, well, why you just didn't make a new account? Do you know how hard I work to get the 20K followers that I do have on my account? I worked really hard for that. So yeah, me personally, I'm glad they're banning it. Get it the freak out of here. And then they are like banning it on my birthday. So yeah, ban it on my birthday, January 19th. Ban this goddamn app because there is no way. Like, I understand whoever owns TikTok, they don't have to follow any rules of the US, but Goddamn, if you gonna stop my goddamn bag, then ban the app. Ban it.
Now, this is a true definition of a hater. The only reason why she wants TikTok banned is because she's having some type of personal issue and they're holding some money since last winter. And because she can't get this money, she don't want no one else to eat. That's the true definition of hate there.
To the US government, I'm never forgiving you for this. And I'm never gonna trust you ever again because you just, like that, took away millions of people's income and livelihood. And who does that? So I'm never trusting you ever again with anything. So I'm starting to give up hope that there's gonna be a Hail Mary moment at the end of this that's gonna save this app.
So you telling me it took for TikTok to potentially being banned for her to have a lack of trust in government? Interesting.
Dumb coming on the internet and crying about an app, but the fact is that this has been a sense of community for me for years now, and it got me through really, really hard times in my life. The pandemic, losing my job, all of that, getting divorced, like all of this crap that's happened to me in the last 5 years since I've been on here. Hours and hours and hours of time I put into creating stuff for this platform. And I'm not the biggest creator on here. Like, I'm not like, I don't have 3 million followers or 10 million followers, but I do have a platform. It's the biggest platform I have. And I worked really hard to make it. On top of that, it's been a source of income for me for going on 3 years now. First, it was just a little bit, but then it got to be more. I'm not like rich off of it, but it has significantly helped my income every month. Hi, Halloumi. And it's been consistent enough that like I've been able to rely on it. So like on top of being just sad that I'm losing my creative outlet and my platform, I'm like worried about like what I'm gonna do financially. And I know like I'll figure it out. Like I've had to do that a million times in my life. Like I'm an artist, I've had to figure it out a million times, but it just like, it sucks that I have to, or that any of us have to. It's so unfair. This is so much more than just an app. Like this is really truly a sense of community that there is nowhere else on the internet. And like, yes, I'm on Instagram, I'm on Facebook, I'm on Red Note now, I'm on Lemonade. I don't even know what that is, but I have 13,000 followers on there. I've literally only logged in twice. But I know that none of it's gonna be the same. I know none of it's gonna be the same. So I guess if this goes away, and for those of you that I don't see on the other apps, I want to say like thank you to the community that I've had. My little community. I had such a small little corner of TikTok, but it was really beautiful, and I really appreciate all of you guys. All the people that comment on all my videos, even when my views were down and I wasn't getting views, people that would comment, and I always saw you, the same people. I know who you guys all are, and I love you all so much. And I'm so appreciative for the time that we've had. And I can't believe I'm crying like this on the internet. It feels like the pandemic. I haven't done this since then. But it feels like I'm losing. It feels like I'm losing like a really good friend. And that sucks.
I see this thing from both angles. As a content creator, and I'm also someone, who still works a 9 to 5 full time. From the content creator perspective, I could definitely see why she may be upset if she's been on TikTok for 3 years. She's grew a platform, and now maybe she's making a couple $1,000s a month. Maybe she's not rich off of it, but it helps. I mean, it may help pay the rent, car note, whatever bills she may have. So I could definitely see why she would be upset if she invested a lot of time and energy into her platform and for it potentially to be shutting down, this Sunday. But then on the other hand, I mean, a lot of people are not going to really feel bad for people who, get on the app, say a few things, say a few words on camera, and, ultimately get paid. 'Cause there's a lot of people who have, back-breaking jobs where literally, you know, they're breaking down their bodies physically. They have jobs that are very mentally demanding. So it's going to be kind of hard for, people to feel bad for some TikTokers. Ultimately, if you're doing social media and anything that's controlled by algorithm, you should not be dependent upon it at all. You should always look at, content creation just as extra money. It should not be there to pay real bills. That's what I honestly believe. Unless you get to the point where you're making 30, 40, $50,000 a month, something in that range, then you could probably start taking it a little bit more seriously, and maybe if you do have a job, maybe at that point in time consider exiting. But even at that level, I would have to be doing those type of numbers consistently for at least a year, year and a half, have at least, close to six figures saved up before I even thought about leaving a job full time and being dependent upon an algorithm to pay my bills. It's just too risky.
All right, y'all. Time is near and it's creeping up on us. Do y'all think that they really about to take TikTok? It's like my whole For You page is in an uproar, whether or whether or not they're about to take it. And I'm not gonna lie, I've been feeling a little discouraged, so that's why I haven't been posting as much. But the question I really want to ask is, why is there people on here so happy that they're about to ban TikTok and some creators will have to find another source of income? And like, whoever said that that was okay for y'all to like, I never seen a group of people be mad about other people's pockets. Matter of fact, I'm lying. Because the same people that get on here and say, oh, y'all are too invested in this, so y'all have nothing going for yourself. What are you going to do when they take TikTok? Y'all are so happy. Like, I see y'all in the comments. What are y'all going to do? Oh, got to go back to a 9 to 5.
Again, the reason why so many people are rejoicing and happy that these TikTok influencers have to go back to work is because you guys essentially crap on people who have 9 to 5s. You believe having a 9 to 5 is a plantation. In a previous video I did, I mean, a gentleman literally just lost his six-figure job because he went on the internet and wanted to talk about his company being a plantation. That's why a lot of people do not care if TikTok is banned, or are actually happy that a lot of these creators are potentially losing a form of income. It's because of your attitudes towards people who work 9 to 5s.
Understand why they are banning TikTok. They're banning TikTok because it is changing people's lives. It's not about no fucking data or no bullshit like that. It's about changing your life. When you can get on here and make six figures and more, they know that's gonna fuck the economy up. They want to keep the poor poor and the rich rich. It's always been like that. When I'm getting on TikTok and I'm seeing people on TikTok Shop, there is no app like this. First off, they're getting on TikTok Shop making 20,000 in one day, 100,000 in a week, in a month, whatever, however much they're making. That is life changing money. No 9 to 5 is gonna pay you like that. Not like TikTok Shop. And don't even get me started on the artist. People's music have blown up on here. Bossman D-Lo. Without TikTok, Bossman D-Lo wouldn't be out here popping it like that. Leangelo Ball just dropped his song the other day on the same day Lil Baby dropped his song. He did more views than Lil Baby. Moral of the story is, you can get on TikTok and it can change your life forever, bro. I made six figures last year off TikTok. Off TikTok. And I worked the job. At the end of the year, bro, they want to keep you poor. Not one of those too cool for school guys that's getting on here talking about some, oh, well, TikTok, good riddance, TikTok. I don't need it. Bro, TikTok was a good app, bro. I'm going to miss it, though, for sure. But yeah, bro, they want to keep you poor. That's what they want.
Shout out to this brother. He said that he made six figures on TikTok last year and he still kept his job. Smart man. Again, like I said, you never want to be solely dependent upon any type of app that's based off an algorithm. Do I believe that this is a data issue? Absolutely not. Um, Again, you know, with any social media platform, you have to, what are the words I'm looking for? You can't be solely dependent upon these apps. That's what it just all boils down to. I think a lot of people got too comfortable and start um living not what I want to say, not living up, but start creating a lifestyle that they only can afford with the content creation. And I don't think it should be I don't think you should move like that. Again, you should keep your job, have a full-time job that's paying all your bills, and stack the money. And until you really get truly big on one of these platforms, then you could decide to do it full time. But I will say most people that are doing these partaking in these social media platforms are not making six figures. Most people are hardly making any money. I mean, that's a very, very small percentage, but it does give you the opportunity to possibly change your life. I will say that if you know you have the right niche, you're dedicated and focused, and you can figure out how to crack into that algorithm, it can potentially be life changing. I have gone on TikTok, and that TikTok shop is absolutely mind blowing. That in 2025, you could literally turn your living room, your bedroom into it's literally a modern day QVC where you could literally sell items from the middle of your living room. That's insane. If you really think about that, like I remember being younger and seeing my grandma, my mom watch QVC, and you call the line and you order whatever products you want. People are literally doing that same thing in their living room, setting up a camera, having the product, showing you the pros, showing you the cons, showing you how an actual product works in real time, and you literally could click the link and purchase the product and have it in your house, that same product at your house in a few days. When you really sit and think about that, that's how far we've come along with technology. That's absolutely, it's amazing when you really think about it. Again, TikTok shop is definitely changing some people's lives, especially if you're a salesperson, salesman, saleswoman, you have the gift of gab and you can sell something. You can literally find a product, get on TikTok shop, and build yourself up and make a good living doing it.
I mean that TikTok might get banned and suddenly everyone is out here celebrating like it's some kind of national holiday. Finally, influencers will have to get real jobs. Yeah, okay, Karen. Because working at your dead end desk job is clearly the pinnacle of success. Let's get one thing straight.
See, comments like that is exactly why regular working class people do not feel bad for influencers. Yeah, they always got to take a shot at the 9 to 5 worker. And I just don't understand it because it's the 9 to 5 worker that when y'all go on these begathons, that's who y'all begging from. People who work 9 to 5s. When you on TikTok shop trying to pitch these products, who do you think you're selling to? The 9 to 5 worker. I don't understand why influencers or some influencers try to crap on 9 to 5 workers when that's your customer base. I just don't get it. It makes no sense.
Not every creator is some spoiled Nepo baby sitting on a pile of cash. Some of us were grinding in regular jobs and making crumbs and still couldn't afford rent. I have a bachelor's degree, by the way, but the job market was basically like, good luck, bestie. TikTok gave me a shot to actually make a living. And yeah, I took it. Shocking, right? To the people saying, it's not even real work. You just post videos. Bless your heart. Do you think these 1 minute masterpieces just magically appear? We're the talent, the writers, the editors, the marketers, you name it. We do it. Meanwhile, you're still trying to figure out how to unmute yourself on Zoom. But sure, we're the ones who don't work hard. Honestly, the energy from some of you is giving jealous and bitter. Maybe instead of cheering for creators to lose their income, you could focus on maybe getting a hobby or better yet, a personality. Just a thought. And if you're a decent person, make sure to give me a follow on those other platforms. Check my profile.
Now, why would anyone in their right mind, after she just sat here and took shot after shot at working class people, why would they go follow her on other platforms? Clearly, she's a content creator, but she's just not that smart.
I'm a full-time TikToker who just signed a lease on a 3-bedroom apartment in Atlanta, Georgia, and now TikTok's gonna be banned and all my income's gonna be gone the day after my lease starts. So let's talk about what's gonna happen and what's gonna happen to a lot of creators who are in a similar position. First, before I talk about my lease, did you know that there are over 7 million US businesses on TikTok and they're gonna lose over $300 million in revenue immediately after TikTok is gone? These are your neighbors. These are not influencers. These are not people in LA. These are your neighbors trying to start something small. Your friend that sells lashes. Your friend that's trying to start a candle company. It's those people. Now, what's going to happen to me? Because also, this lease that I live in now is going to overlap with that one. So I'm going to be paying 2 leases for a little bit just because that's the best way it could work out. And the cheapest moving quote I've gotten was $2,200. And I have a 2025 car that I just bought. So, what am I going to do, right? Well, I'm probably going to lose everything. They're probably going to have to seize my assets. Like they might take the girl, please. None of that's going to happen. There's going to be a major shift, likely from what I'm seeing, from TikTok to Meta platforms. And they're already rolling out new monetization programs to help adjust with this, and a bunch of TikTok creators that will have to shuffle over there. And yes, that includes people like me and also people like stay at home moms, single fathers that are using TikTok as supplemental income. Now, should I be scared about my situation specifically because I'm putting a lot of money on the line and risking everything? Yes, but I'm just not. I don't know. I feel something on my chest, just like an unwavering sense of peace through all of this, that no matter what happens, even if it does get bad, even if I do fall through on this lease because my income will be gone in one day, I feel like it's going to be fine. I'm smart, I'm intelligent, I'm capable, and so many of us on here are on here because we are that.
She definitely has a very positive attitude. Um, Again, this is definitely not smart. This is definitely what you do not want to do as a content creator, to be solely dependent upon one platform in particular to be paying your bills. The fact that she just signed a brand new lease, she got a brand new 2025 vehicle, car insurance. I mean, all the costs associated with moving. This definitely wasn't, the best idea. Hopefully, she has a nice amount of savings, because even if you do shift over to a new platform, number one, it takes time to build up on that platform, and then honestly, it's going to take even probably another month or two, then depending upon when you start, before you actually receive payment. Again, I do not believe TikTok will shut down. Again, I think this is like a lot of posturing, a lot of back and forth with TikTok and in the U.S. government. From what I'm seeing, I really truly believe that TikTok will not be banned in the U.S. But again, this should be a wake-up call for her to diversify her income and not just be dependent upon one platform.
It's official. TikTok is not going anywhere. You heard me right. The TikTok ban will not be enforced this Sunday. This information was just released as Joe Biden said that he will not be enforcing the TikTok ban that was set to go into place on Sunday, January the 19th. The Biden administration said that the fate of TikTok will rest on President Donald Trump once he takes office one day later on January 20th. Now, Donald Trump says that he wants to save TikTok, and he will go as far as issuing an executive order on day one to ensure that TikTok stays live. In addition to this, the TikTok CEO is expected to be present at Trump's inauguration, seated in the VIP area, along with others like Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, and Mark Zuckerberg. Now, while TikTok is likely to have some changes in the coming months, it appears that TikTok is here to stay and it won't be banned anytime soon. Let me know what you think in the comments.
There we go. Again, my opinion, TikTok will not be banned. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Do you believe TikTok will be banned? Let me know what you think in the comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share.